Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is a remake of a video I posted a few years ago about the Confederate rose. It's not really a rose, it's a hibiscus, but they call it rose. That's the name of the plant, a Confederate rose, because it looks like a rose. Most of you are probably familiar with the hibiscus, and they are quite large blooms and a very beautiful plant. And this particular plant grows very tall. I mean, it's we planted it in 2017, and now 2022. It's about, well, we cut it down to the bottom, to the ground at the end of every season, and then it regrows back to about, it's about almost 10 feet tall now, and very bushy, very big. So it's a good, I think there might be a wide angle view of it here later. If not, I'll try and post one for you. But it changes colors throughout the day, and from white, which is as it begins in the morning, and to pink in the afternoon, and then red by late afternoon or early evening, and then it dies that day. So each bloom only lives one day. And as you'll see at the beginning of the video, the little red flowers there that are now dead, but they were yesterday's plants, or yesterday's blooms, and changed color during the course of the day. So now we're looking at today's blooms and watching that cycle again every day that goes through the same cycle with new blooms. So it's a very extraordinary plant, and we particularly enjoy this here in Georgia. It's the right weather for it. It gets plenty of sunlight, and it does need warmth and sunlight to go through this process. Then in the cool evenings of October, then it changes and begins blooming around the first week of October, sometimes late September. But in our particular area where we live here, which is a little north of Atlanta, the climate is just right for this particular plant. So well, I hope you enjoy the video, and you'll see that it turns a bright pink by mid-afternoon, and dark red at night when there's no sunlight, and then it's dead by morning, as you see from the red remains, or the buds from yesterday. This video was taken over 8 hours to film. I used a Nikon camera for this, and I reduced it with time lapse to just over 2 minutes. About 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I think. But so it's a pretty compressed time period to watch this, because during the course of the day you may not even notice it unless you look in the morning. You'll see the white blooms are out, and then later in the afternoon you walk by and you'll see that they're pink. And then if you happen to notice in the evening, you have lights on out there, you'll see that they're even darker red. And then by morning, they're just little remnants of what they were the day before, but they're all dark red. So beautiful plant, unusual. Again, it's a hibiscus called the Confederate rose, and it becomes a very bushy plant. Now my wife cuts this down to the ground or leaves small pieces of the, she cuts it down maybe that far before the ground, in the 6 inches, a foot, maybe a foot from the ground, at the end of every season. So that the course of the winter, it hibernates, and in the spring it starts to, all new sprouts come up. And this particular one, we planted it in 2017. This particular one grows to about 10 feet tall and has many, many blooms on it. I don't know if I have a wide angle showing that, but I try to add some photographs along with the video and to see, so you can see exactly what, or if you're interested in seeing that, post a comment about it, and I'll try to post some photographs of it. If you have any questions, please, of course, ask me in the comment section. I'll try to return your comments. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and any other questions. And again, I hope the volume is better in this video. That's why I'm redoing it. Again, the background music in the original one I posted was too loud and overpowered the video itself, as many comments noted. So I'm trying to correct that now, because I think this video is worth keeping. I was going to delete it, but it's a shame to do that, because it is an unusual plant. Well, I guess it's not that unusual, but it's an unusual phenomenon that many don't see on plants these days, particularly if you don't live in the right location. So if you enjoyed it, and I appreciate your comments, I appreciate your likes if you like it, and please join me again soon. I'll try to keep up and post more videos as I can. Thank you. Stay healthy.